Evening all, Remarks here, back again with another video, back again with another Oculus Go video, and it's the Oculus Go's first birthday. It has been out for a whole year, so it calls for one thing. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Oculus Go, happy birthday to you, yay! Now I can't sing, so that probably sounded terrible, but well done Oculus Go. It's been a good year for the Oculus Go. Lots of cool stuff has been coming out. We've had hundreds, if not thousands, of new titles and experiences and stuff. And on my channel has been pretty much started when the Oculus Go came out. And I've covered a ton of content since there based on this. And I've grown to 10,000 subscribers pretty much based solely on this device here, this Oculus Go. So this standalone VR headset, which is kind of setting the standard for the Oculus Quest, which is due out soon. But I think we've had a lot of fun with it. It's been a good year. It's only cost 200 quid for this headset, or $200. So yeah. So yeah, definitely got our money's worth out of it. And I know for a lot of you guys, and including me, we're not going to get rid of this when the Oculus Quest comes out. And Oculus, to celebrate, have released an anniversary sale for the Oculus Go on the Oculus Store. So we're going to jump in now, going to check out those games. I'm going to give my kind of quick recommendation on which kind of ones I think you should pick up. There are some good bargains in there with some good discounts, up to 81% off I think something, so it's absolutely worth checking out. If there's any classics or hidden gems, I'll point them out and let you know, but let me know in the comments down below what's your fondest memory of the Oculus Go, and maybe, you know, I'll pull out a few of them and mention them on Twitter and in my community tab and stuff like that. But let's check out the anniversary sale. That candle on that cupcake was a bit vicious, wasn't it? Sparking at my face. I wouldn't recommend holding those things close to your face, but a little bit of fun. But here we are on the Oculus Go website, so oculus.com/experiences/go. You can also get this on your mobile phone, so if you've got the mobile phone app on your phone, go to the store page, look for this anniversary sale, a year of Oculus Go, and you should be able to find all the good stuff in there. So all you do is click on it, and what I would recommend you do is jump down to the very bottom and click on all on sale, because there are a few extra titles in there that aren't shown on the first page and they're all part of the sale, so check them out. So we're going to kind of quickly run through them. We're going to go into them in sort of in massive detail because there is a fair few. But Death Horizon Zombie Shooter, for that price, well, it's basically a quid off. It was worth it. As I say, this is in pounds, but it's the same sort of price or the same sort of discount in dollars. So you'll still get 25% off in dollars and euros. It's 25% off in pounds. Slightly Heroes, very cool first-person shooter. It's 1v1. You run around sort of shooting each other. It is very good. It works very well if you've got sort of a controller, an actual gamepad in one hand to use a stick to kind of move yourself around, and then you use the Oculus Go controller on the other hand to kind of point and shoot, and it works really well. And I believe this weekend they've got a defeat the devs or take on the devs event going on, so it's probably actually a good time to pick it up. And at 42% off, yeah, absolutely. And it's one of the kind of the best games I would say that's released for the Oculus Go so far. Wands is good, half price again, so this is kind of 1v1, I think it's 1v1 anyway. Wand based shooter, so you kind of teleport from platform to platform, doing spells at each other. Thumbs up for that one. Coaster, yeah, roller coaster app. I don't hold much sort of thing in those sort of things, because at the end of the day, if you've done one roller coaster, most of them are kind of the same. Gun Club 3 and SWAT Academy are kind of similar apps. They're kind of like target-based, wave-based kind of shooters. You get a lot of cool little guns. They do look quite smart and they do play very well, so they are worth picking up if you fancy them. 40% off each of them, so absolutely, yeah, why not? Butts the VR experience, not sure what that is. That looks ropey as whatever. Overflight, a cockpit-based World War II flight simulator. Really cool, absolutely worth picking up. If you can deal with kind of that motion sickness that you might get from flying around, worth picking up. 39% off, yeah, big thumbs up. Racket Fury, almost half price. This is coming to the Oculus Quest as well, but I don't believe there's cross-buy between the two. And anyway, cross-buy between Go and Quest is on hold at the moment, so we're waiting for that to be implemented, so don't bank on that for day one. But Racket Fury Table Tennis VR is actually pretty good. Probably one of the best table tennis games you can actually get in VR. So yeah, big thumbs up for that one. Titans of Space, that's a pretty cool one. That's worth picking up. It kind of tours you around space. It's one of those ones you could easily stick your kids in for hours. Well, you say kids, I'm a big kid. I enjoy that. So it's a great sort of VR sort of space explorer type thing with lots of commentary and that sort of thing. Lots of cool information. Yeah, absolutely worth picking up. Don't know what Dark Days is. Let me know if you've played that. So what kind of Daedalus? Yes, cool sort of game where you kind of float from platform to platform by kind of pointing. You do need to kind of like turn around in physical space to do it. I don't believe they've implemented sort of turning on the spot yet, but it's fun. It's worth picking up, and it is nice and peaceful and relaxing. It's kind of a little bit of a puzzler as well. So yeah, so that's a fun one to pick up. Cinema VR, Seymour Cinema VR. That was originally broken when I reviewed that. I've not checked it out since, so maybe avoid that. Don't know about that one. Don't know about that one. Elevated to the Moon. Turbo Champions Edition. Yeah, that's great. 61% off. That's a fun, interactive kind of story type thing. It's not overly complicated, but it kind of feels a bit like Job Simulator. So if you ever played Job Simulator, it kind of feels a bit like that, where you've got sort of certain things to do to progress the level. There's no kind of like making meals or anything like that, but you've got like Arnold Schwarzenegger in there and stuff, and you've even got at the end Batty Bats game built in, so you can actually get 2 games in one technically. We'll move on to that because that other game is actually on sale. The Well is on sale today. That's worth picking up. If you don't grab it in the next sort of 19 hours or however long it is when I'm about to put this video up, you'll miss out. Door Science, don't know what that is, don't know what that is, haven't played that, haven't played that, haven't played that, haven't played that, haven't played that. 2-Bit Odyssey, yes, I've played that and enjoyed that. That's kind of like a Wall-E type game where you guide a little robot around. Bit like Munch's Odyssey, but with a robot. I think it kind of feels like that, but in VR. So you can kind of zoom into his view, you can kind of pan around to different cameras, and it's a fun little puzzler, and at 50% off, absolutely worth picking up. Escape Legacy, Ancient Scrolls, yes, another one well worth picking up, probably one of the best titles on the Oculus Go as well. A sort of narrative kind of based puzzle game where you kind of got to go room to room, solve different puzzles in different ways. It looks really good and controls quite well with the Oculus Go controller, so yeah, worth picking up. Monalee is one that I have played, but it's kind of like a companion app to the paid service or the service that you get on their website. So Monalee do sort of language courses, and this is great if you're doing those courses and you want something to kind of help you kind of progress. Not played any of these, although I think Never Out. I'm kind of fancy that. That looks like something like The Cube. If you remember that film, you got to get from one room to the other with puzzles. So I might pick that one up. Let me know if you've played it down below. The Wizard's Trial of Meloria, yeah, that's quite good. That's kind of like a wave-based shooter, half price. So yeah, absolutely worth picking that up. That's kind of, you literally have sort of monsters and creatures coming at you, and you kind of wander around in different directions to kind of cast different spells. So yeah, worth getting. Rise of the Fallen, mixed bag that one, only 10% off, so I probably wouldn't say that's worth it. It's quite hard to play when I remember playing that originally. So I don't necessarily recommend that one. Haven't played that, haven't played that, haven't played any of these, haven't played that. Batty Bats is contained within Elevated to the Moon, but it's only 79p and you get straight to the minigame. So you get to the end of Elevated to the Moon and you unlock this minigame, but this gives you the minigame, I think it's actually even more of a minigame, for 79p, so you get the whole thing, and that's absolute bargain. It's a lot of fun. It's a bit like a sort of VR pinball with a bat or a weapon or something, and so bats come at you, you whack them away, you've got to kind of hit certain points, and it's quite fun. The music's quite funny. Big bazooka baby. So yeah, absolutely worth picking that one up. Sky Jewel Tournament, that's quite a new one. Actually, is that one quite a new one? No, that's the thing. I'm thinking of a different one, I think. But that's quite good. You kind of waft around and move platform to platform, chucking discs at each other. And for 79p, $1 I guess that is. Yeah, that's worth it. Haven't played that one. Haven't played that. Fire Zone, yes, down to £1.11, so 51% off. That's pretty good. That's kind of like CS:GO for the Oculus Go. And the developer's quite good. He's quite active, kind of adding new stuff, trying to tweak it and change it. I haven't played it for a little while, but when I did play it back, playing against other people is pretty cool. So if you can organise some friends to play together, that's a pretty cool app to get. So yeah, thumbs up for that one. Fear Incarnate, that's okay. I've played that one. It's kind of like an endless runner, where you kind of run through a sort of a scary sort of corridor, pointing your flashlight to move yourself forward, pressing a button just to move. relatively simple. It becomes a kind of case of learn by dying eventually, because sometimes things happen and you can't do anything about it, so you learn and then you know for it next time. But it's okay. Is it worth it? 42% off? Yeah, it probably is actually. Not played that, not played that. Cooking Game VR, that's 25% off, so not a massive discount, but that's kind of like your job simulator kind of thing where you're literally making burgers and buns and putting them onto plates, and you're kind of playing against other people as well. I know they were implementing multiplayer, I'm not sure if it's been implemented yet, but that's actually a bit of fun, sort of making food, cooking food, that sort of stuff, and it works quite well on the Oculus Go, so worth picking up. Roller coaster, skydiver, haven't played, not played. Vertigo, I've played that. That's okay, very basic. I probably, to be honest, wouldn't recommend that for that price. Metal Pinball, yeah, that's a fun little game and absolutely worth it for 46% off. It's 79p or $1. That's a fun, sort of literally pinball game where you do knock the pinball back and you light up different parts of the band. So yeah, absolutely worth picking up. Haven't played that one, no. Pingpong, £1.49, so 34% off. That's quite good. So if you want a kind of more relaxed, a bit more humorous ping pong game, table tennis game, that's probably over sort of Racket Fury. That's probably your best bet. It's a little bit cheaper, and I personally think it's a little bit more fun. It has got multiplayer, you can kind of control it the same way as in Racket Fury, and you could even be Batman if I remember correctly. So yeah, that's worth picking up. What else we got? I haven't played that. Shenong Taste of Illusion, that's pretty cool, and for £1.11 means it's been discounted within only like a couple of weeks of being released, which is a bit weird. But there you go, that's a fun animated Pixar-ish type 360 3D movie, worth checking out, absolutely. Haven't tried that. No. Cyber Sky, that's a pretty new one as well. 42% off, that's pretty cool. You move platform to platform shooting the opposing team. I think I did try to play some multiplayer, but no one was ever playing it and no one wanted to play with me. But if we get some more people on it, I think it'd be quite fun to play. But yeah, I think a discount, 42% off, that's actually worth picking up. Voyage EX, that's pretty cool. That's a kind of first person kind of shooter. Works quite well with the Oculus Go controller. It was fun for £1.50. It's now even better value at 25% off, so not a massive discount. But I do know they've got a new game out this week, so worth checking that out as well. Primal Fear, not played. Flapping Eye VR, that just sounds ropey just by the name of it. Drumsmith, no, not played any of these. Have I played this one? No, that kind of looks kind of fun. Insect Revolution, meh. It's half price, which isn't too bad, but it was a pretty sort of straightforward sort of shooter, and I think, you know, wave-based sort of thing. You just kind of shot things and moved on to the next level. So not the most exciting one, but I think at half price it's maybe worth a punt. Sky Fighter Survive, yeah, I remember playing this not so long ago. This worked quite well. It's 30% off, so not the biggest discount here, but it looked quite good, played quite well, but it got quite hard quite fast. And you do need to kind of stand up to play it. But yeah, it's a kind of a first person shooter. You're shooting targets, kind of wave based almost around you. Maybe worth picking up. Not played. Rotator X I've played. 50% off, that's kind of worth it. Kind of better value, I'd say. Because this one is kind of one of those endless runners. But you kind of rotate the controller to kind of get yourself through a path. So the path has kind of like holes either side for your wings. And you got to kind of get through those. That's pretty cool. Not played that. Stars Between Us, 30% off. That's pretty cool. That's only recently come out, so a nice little discount there. That's kind of your Candy Crush type game in VR with a nice little bit of story as well. Very sort of cute. For £3.50, 30% off. Yeah, that's worth it, absolutely. Smash the Beats is an okay Beat Saber type game. It doesn't feel like you're sort of smashing any beats because it kind of feels a bit hollow, but you can easily upload your own tracks. And to be honest, they have a free demo where you can upload your own tracks, so you technically get the whole game as long as you're willing to upload your own tracks in that. So yeah, Blaster Cell, 51% off. That's pretty cool. So that's kind of like a Geometry Wars type game. You're kind of racing around sort of a little sort of square box or rectangle box, shooting in different directions as you kind of fly around with your little ship. That's pretty cool. I would say probably actually 54% off is worth picking up. Yeah. Duo, I believe I played. That's like a block breaker type game. Yep, there we go. So you're literally sort of batting balls back to break different sort of blocks. I think it's kind of a little bit pricey at full price, but actually 42% off, a couple of quid, a few dollars. Actually, that's not bad. Echo, yes, one of the probably the best games on the Oculus Go, one worth picking up. At 42% off, it's a no-brainer. This is kind of like a platform game, bit like Moss, bit like Along Together, where you're like a godly being and you're kind of helping the character along through the different levels. Yeah, absolutely worth picking up. It's a fun little one to get into. Mill VR 9. Oh, yeah, this is quite a cooler game. Is it now free? Did it used to cost some money? I don't know, but if it's now free, yeah, get it. If it used to cost some money. Sword Fight, I've played that, 54% off. That was kind of a bit limiting. There wasn't a lot to it. It was a little bit simple, but I think at £1.11, it's probably worth 20 minutes of your time just to play through. It's not a bad game. It's maybe a bit of fun. I'm sure kids would love it as well, so yeah, why not? Space Shooter, Bubble Pop Beach, I think I've played that. That wasn't very good. Revolver Widow, that's kind of like a quick draw type game where you're just playing against AI. Different scenes pop up in front of you. You've got to shoot them all down as quick as you can. It plays okay for less than $1, less than £1. Yeah, that's worth it, I'd say. Pirate Survival Fantasy Shooter, that was terrible when I played that originally. I'd be interested in taking another look at that. So at the moment, I would say no, don't get it. But I'm going to have another look at that and sort of see if that's been fixed, because it wasn't good when it first came out. Captain Star, this one's okay. Sort of space shooter, plays okay, 51% off. Actually, it's not a bad game, that's quite good value for money. And Speed Racer, no, absolute ribble trash is the final thing we've got on this list. Do not get Speed Racer, even at a whole 13% off. Avoid, avoid, avoid. Speed Racer is bleh. So there we go, there's the sort of sale things for the Oculus Go's first birthday. Overall, I think that's pretty good. I think for me, the sort of 3 key titles, if I was to choose just 3 out of all these, I would choose Slightly Heroes, Echo, and Batty Bats. I think that's probably one of the ones I had the most fun in playing, and a lot of people have a lot of fun playing it as well. It's quite easy to get into. But yeah, so those 3 titles, if you only get 3, get those, but there's a bunch in there that you want to get. Let me know in the comments down below which ones you pick up, which ones do you recommend. I'd be interested to kind of see. But hopefully you found that video useful. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If not, give it a thumbs down. That's fine. I'm big enough and ugly enough to take it. But do let me know in the comments down below why you didn't like it. I'll try and do better for next time. Become one of the remarkables. Hit that subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified when I next upload a video. And that's me done. I'm out. Have a virtual high five.